Hi guys, hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel. A lot has been happening, a lot has been going on in the Nigerian pageant space for the past 24 hours. Ever since Yekachi announced, her rejection from the Miss Universe Nigeria organization, a lot of persons have come on and they've come out to say their own mind or say their piece, because it's like that actually triggered a lot of things. And over here, Paula, the current Miss Supranational Nigeria, she went on live stream yesterday and she said her own piece. Okay, I don't know if it's related to what happened, but I felt like I think that was what actually triggered her to make that live stream. Although I wasn't able to hear most of the things that she was saying, because where I was not able to get a, I was not able to listen to it clearly because I was in the meeting and I had to focus on what I wanted to do. But I entered the live stream and I saw some comments in the comment section, and some pageant bloggers were dragged, and I was like, I hope that they did not call my name in this whole dragging. She was the few words she was saying, the few things I heard her say was, that most of the pageant bloggers, they have a lot of power, they have much power now. They are saying a lot of things about her, blah blah blah. She was mentioning, or she was calling out some pageant bloggers that fell out with her in the course of her pageant journey to Miss Supranational and so many other things. And I was like, I hope I'm not among, or I'm not in that list, because oh boy, I don't know. Me, I mind my business in whatever I do. I don't really um chase clout, or I don't I don't come out here and say certain things that are not true. Or if I don't have my facts, or if I don't have the facts, I don't come out here and give you guys fake news. So I don't know if I'm amongst the bloggers she was talking about that are saying stuff about her. Okay, so this is the first time I'm even hearing such a thing. Although I heard, what initially what I heard was that she fell out with her, with was it Prince Glam, her stylist, before the pageant, and after the pageant, I heard that a lot of persons, actually blamed her for not placing in Miss Supranational because she changed her stylist from Prince Glam to someone else. I think I don't know the person she changed. That's her new stylist, but that was what I heard, and I did not say anything. So I don't know if what I'm hearing, if I'm amongst the persons that she said, her chasing clout or saying things about her. But anyways, that's not the reason why I'm doing this particular video, because aproko, my aproko will not let me to rest. Anyway, so this particular pageant blogger that she responded to that live stream, and he was like, that his name was mentioned amongst the bloggers that she talked about, and he was now like, the reason why he didn't tag her during her Miss Universe, sorry, during her Miss Supranational journey, was because she unfollowed him on Instagram. Okay, that was one of the reasons why she said she didn't tag, she refused to tag Paula in, in his posts about Miss Supranational. So this is one of the things that he said. He was like, "You unfollowed my blog. I did likewise, and I decided not to tag you because I do not owe you a tag. Okay, because I do not owe you a tag. We had no business agreement binding us. We had a very civil conversation. That was our last chat. Apparently, they've been chatting before this whole incident happened. I think she chatted him up on her. She sent him a DM, asking for support. Based on the fact that she's going for a pageant and she needed support. So apparently, Paula had chatted him before, seeking for support. So I don't know how far the conversation went, but this was what they posted. What the pageant blogger posted on his stories. It was not like, okay, you went on to IG to vituperate on me. Okay, vituperate. See English. Me don't even know this one safe. Now wow. You say, okay, he went on to say, you went on to IG to vituperate me on your close friends. I ignored and still went on to post about about throughout your journey. Not for once did I defame you or practice reciprocity. I pretended like nothing was happening. After your pageant, you officially blocked me, and I was delighted to do same. Why are you now mentioning me on your life? Okay, meaning that they've been some side beef. And with what he mentioned, he think it states here that Paula actually, you know, said some things about him to her friends, that probably he wronged her or something. And after the pageant, she blocked him and he blocked her. Okay, so they've been some blocking. They've been some blocking. So Paula also replied, or she responded to this particular comment, and she was now like, there's so many things that happened, Sha. I think she was not like, he posted her one of her videos and was now calling her an ashawu. Hmm. Saying that she's an ashawu and all that, blah blah blah. You know how people react when they are angry. So I think that was what the pageant blogger did, by trying to defend himself. He ended up making some remarkable comments that were not, to me, that word ashawu was uncalled for. Actually, he wouldn't have said that. So, of course, Paula responded, to that particular comment, and she was like, I'll refrain from giving you the kind of reply that truly fits. But because frankly, you are already shown yourself, like most misogynist men in positions they don't deserve. When the conversation doesn't go your way, your last resort is to call a woman an ashawo. Okay. No man who respects women or has a real sense resorts to the kind of language. Ashawo seems to be the only word in your dictionary or your vocabulary. It's a tired and predictable insult, and I'm far from the first woman you've tried it with. This is exactly why not everyone deserves power or influence. Real men have conversations. They don't project their upbringing or personal bitterness onto others. Just because you grew up around certain things doesn't mean that defines every woman. You and your kind really expose yourselves without realizing it. See, this was a reply she gave to the particular pageant blogger. I'm not going to mention the person's name, Sha. This was what she responded to him, saying that, why did he call her that particular name, which was kind of degrading. And for me personally, I don't agree with what the pageant blogger did. Even as much as you are angry, but at least you should try as much as control your words, control the kind of words that you employ to defend yourself. Okay, so that was what really happened. And I was saying in this situation that this whole issue has triggered a lot of things. Possibly, I think that um, they should try as much as possible to sort their issues outside social media, because it's becoming dirty. It's becoming dirty, and with the kind of things that they are exposing, it tells a lot that happens between the queens and the pageant bloggers behind closed doors. Personally, I've not had this type of experience. And I always maintain that if I want to support a particular beauty queen, I do so without any monetary gain, because of course I'm doing it as a pageant blog. I'm not expecting you to come and give me monetary appreciation. And I said it before in my live stream that even if I talk about you as a beauty queen and you don't come back to appreciate me, fine, I continue with what I'm doing. you know but I think at this point, maybe money must have changed hands, or something happened. I don't know. But this is what really happened between Paula and a particular pageant blogger. And I would say, going forward, please, 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 let's try as much as possible to refrain from saying certain things online, because it doesn't really make sense. With all these insults flying here and there, doesn't not really make sense, and it's not good for Paula's image. I think at this point she should just stop playing dirty and stop saying certain things about pageant bloggers, because we all supported her during her journey to Miss Supranational. And in as much as she didn't place, and some person said certain things. So let's just call bygone let bygones be bygones. Okay, that's it. All right, guys, so this is the apropos and the gist I wanted to give to you guys, because I have a lot coming up in this Pandora box opening. Okay, Pandora box unfolding, exposing all everything that is happening in the pageant world, after this Miss Universe Nigeria saga. All right. Okay, guys, I'll see you all in the evening. Yes, for another mind blowing live stream. Bye and take care.